Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. More on them in a bit. I consider my stationery collection to be quite complete these days, so I seldom find these opportunities where I am acquiring enough things to justify filming a stationery haul like this. However, I have been doing a bit of shopping in the stationery-like category, and there's no one I know aside from me that will appreciate these things as much as me as you. Does that make any sense? There's some traditional stationery items and some more unique things, so I think there's a fun mixture happening. We're gonna have a fun time. Grab a beverage, grab a snack, do all the things. Let's get into it. This first item is one that I purchased off of Amazon because of TikTok. TikTok, dangerous place as we know, and it did inspire this purchase, which if you can't tell based on it, because like what is this even, it's a desktop vacuum. You just press this button here, and from the bottom it sucks up things as you move it around your desk. So if you eat at your desk like me and spill crumbs, no worry, just zap it up. Now, some might say you could just use the old manual hand method where you sweep the crumbs onto your hand and toss the crumbs into the trash. You would be correct. I'm not going to deny you on that one. But how fun is it to be able to just do it with a vacuum instead? Is it the most powerful vacuum in the world? No. But if you erase things a lot and get like eraser shreddings on your desk or pencil shavings, any of those sorts of things, then this can be a little handy tool. It's fun. They're sold by a variety of sellers and come in tons of colors. So I'll link the one that I got in the description box below, but there's a ton of these on Amazon. A while back, Indigo had a sale on some stationery items, so I took that as an opportunity to pick up some things that I was eyeballing. About a year or so ago, I bought my first photo album, and I love this photo album because it looks like a coffee table book, so it's great for displaying as a decor piece or for storing, you know, in a cabinet or on a bookshelf. It's just very versatile. So I picked up another one, not from the Printworks brand, but this is from Indigo's own Noda brand. This photo album doesn't look like a book in the same way that my other one does, but it is wrapped in linen, so it's very beautiful. I don't feel like photo albums are always the most pleasing thing to look at. They can look super boring. And you open it up on the side here and are met with these bindered pages and these stickers that you can use to add in all your photos like you would do with a photo album. And I'm going to be using the scrapbook for family photos. I recently scanned in a ton of old family photos at my parents' place from both my mom and my dad's side. So I have them sitting in or on my computer ready to be developed. And once I do that, they're gonna find a home specifically in this. This is gonna be the family album. From Indigo, I also picked up this letter opener. It's just gold, has some beautiful flowers on it. I know snail mail isn't as popular these days, but I still get it, and it's always a little bit of a pain to open. So letter opener is now in my life. The other item I ordered from Indigo is a Lamy fountain pen. I haven't bought a fountain pen in a really long time. To be honest, I do prefer most of the time using a ballpoint because it's just very easy, and these you have to be a little bit more maintenance attentive to. You have to just like take care of them a little bit more. But this was on sale and it came in a color that I just could not resist. I just adore it. I love the fact that the metal part here is also in the same cream color because I feel like it makes it super sleek looking. It comes with a medium tip already installed, but if you're looking for a fountain pen, I really highly recommend the Lamy Safari ones. They're really nice. I mean, look how cute that looks paired together. Any notebook, anything, it just fits without being white, you know? There's white, this is cream, white, cream. On my blog, I have posts with self-care tips and morning time-saving hacks that have some, in my incredibly biased opinion, great ideas and inspo to help add variety to your current routines. Speaking of self-care, one of my favorite forms of it is writing, and having CaitlinDeSilva.com allows me to sit down and get in the writing headspace whenever the mood strikes. I use the all-in-one platform Squarespace to run my site, and I love how little effort it took to set up and make beautiful. There's a ton of great templates to choose from that can be customized to fit your tastes, and blog posts can easily be taken to the next level with photos, buttons, videos, and more. Writing can be fun, but having a quality site to publish my blog posts on gets me excited to keep sharing. If you're looking to create a website as a hobby to share about the things you're passionate about, or to help advance your career as a spot on the internet to post your portfolio of work and or sell your products, then you're going to want to check out squarespace.com today for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, use the URL URL squarespace.com/Caitlin'sCorner to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. I've technically already shown this next item on the channel, but I want to showcase it again and give it some love because I just adore it. And it is my new book embosser. You saw me use this recently in an organizing my bookshelf video. I got it customized off of Etsy, and when I put it in here, it essentially allows me to emboss any book in my collection with the logo from the home library of Caitlin De Silva, which, as someone who adores books, or even if you wanted to use this on a notebook, you could do that too as well on the front page. It's just exciting to have that extra customization moment. I also think this makes an impeccable gift idea, because if you have a reader in your life or a stationery lover in your life and you're really stuck on what to get them, this is something that they might not have yet thought about acquiring for themselves. Again, also something I found off of TikTok. I got it off the Etsy shop, Oh My Stamps. I'll have it linked below. They were super fast with shipping and it came out beautiful. Anyone who watches my Plan With Me videos knows I adore the Sharpie S-Gel pen in size 07. This pen is great because it's got the perfect boldness. 0.7 is a sweet spot, and it also dries so fast, like incredibly fast. You write and then bam, put your finger across it and nothing smudges. It's so good, especially if you write with your left hand, because from what I understand, what I would know about writing with your left hand is that your palm smudges everything that you're writing. So this is one of those left-hand approved purchases, at least in my opinion, from a right-handed person who's just trying to channel left-handed people's problems. What is with my weird sentence structures today? I'm a little confused. I got more, but I didn't just get plain old S-Gels. No. I got them in white. Sexy, I know. And I also got them in a metal barrel. This rose gold goodness. I've been waiting to open them on camera because I'm very excited about this purchase. I personally didn't know that they came in all these different types of style variations. When I went home to my parents' place, I actually saw my mom holding one of these beautiful metal barrel ones. When I saw them, I was immediately, as the kids say, shook, because yeah, I didn't know that I could do that, and I was jealous of my mother for owning them and me not. So now I am jealous no longer. Thanks, Mom, for inspiring this purchase. The metal one definitely feels different than these two. If you want something that looks a little fancier, I feel like this is a great route to go because you get fancy vibes with the same S-Gel quality. And they're clicker clackers, which I always am a big fan of the click clack. Just easy to make sure that your pens stay in tip-top shape. Loose caps here are not approved. I just think it's fun too to have bought new pens technically, but have them still be the same quality that I always know and love. So I know that I'm gonna use these and love these just as much as the OG. Actually, technically even the Lamy was a repurchase, so I'm clearly a big fan of repurchasing the styles that I know are tried and true. The first new pen that I feel like I bought in years is this next one right here, which is the Pilot G2 pen. This is, I think, the classic pen that everyone and anyone who talks about pens discusses and praises. Super smooth writing, longest writing gelling pen, comfortable rubber grip, refillable for continued use. #1 best-selling premium gel roller. I love the sounds of all of this. I think I have had a G2 pen in the past, but it's been years. I mean, years. I just got 2 of them though to give them a retest because, like I said, I am pretty happy with these ones, but I thought, you know what, why not just spice things up? Why not give into a little temptation? Get my S-Gels a little nervous. If you have tried the G2 pen in the past, I want to hear your thoughts about it in the comment section, so let me know. While I've got you here, I also want to drag your attention to some stationery organization that I have going on over here. I adore this file folder in particular because it's great for storing not just notebooks, but also my iPad. It just looks very clean and nice there. Comes in a variety of colors, so you can customize it to your desk's aesthetic. Same goes with this rubber catch-all that is for my paper clips. One of the things that is nice about really clean stationery organization is that when you take out like the paper clips or the notebooks and stuff, they're very easy to clean. You can quickly toss them under some tap water to get rid of dust, dry them on the drying rack, and they should be ready to go in no time at all. Whereas sometimes if you've got very intricate drawers, I say very intricate drawers, but like drawers are a little bit more difficult because you gotta take out the drawers, wash that drawer separately from like the main house unit. So things that are just a little bit simpler and clean can be nice for that reason. One of my favorite local stationery stores in the city is Leywines, and every May they, for as long as I can remember, have a sale all month long. And this is the sale they have right before they do a count of their inventory for the year. So I really do like going out and supporting them because I find the staff there just so knowledgeable. They are particularly the place I would recommend you go to if you are looking for a fountain pen. They are so knowledgeable and they have such a extensive collection of more budget friendly and definitely more high-end fountain pens. Tons of other stuff. It's just a very elegant stationery shopping experience that I don't get in many places. So even though I technically didn't need or wasn't desperate for these things, I definitely went into the store just looking to browse and see if I found anything, which is always a bad idea because you're gonna find something when you do that. But like I said, I want to support them, so I feel no guilt about this. I think the thing that I'm most excited about from them is this desktop work pad. I'll pop in a close-up so you can actually see what's happening here, but there's a spot for a to-do list and blank spots for writing notes. Handmade in London, printed with soy-based inks by the brand Before Breakfast. Obviously I do use a bullet journal to do a lot of jotting, but I also tend to use post-it notes a lot, so I feel like this could hopefully take the place of all the various post-it notes I put around my desktop. Like, let's just contain it to one big sticky Caitlin. Usually when it comes to notebooks, I opt for a notebook from Archer and Olive. As you guys know, I love the brand Archer and Olive. They have such high quality dotted grid blank craft, you know, every type of paper that you want with great quality that nothing bleeds through, and really gorgeous covers. This one I don't think is in production anymore, but there's so many others. I'll have them linked below, and if you use the code Caitlin's Corner, you do get 10% off most things. It's a great deal, if I do say so myself. However, I do like experimenting with other brands, and although I didn't need any more journal specific notebooks, these notebooks have like other purposes in my brain. This first one is from the brand Appointed, and it's a linen like cover. Well, it's not actual linen, it's an appearance of linen. It's a little bit more durable than linen. What I like about it is this actually is great for a horizontal orientation. When you look at the close-up the footage, you'll see that it has a spot at the top left corner for the date and just a blank space of grid to follow, and it's very tiny grids, which I adore a tiny grid paper layout. The other thing I really love about this is that all the pages are perforated. Is that the word that I'm looking for? You can rip them all out. It really makes for really good notes on the go, or for very project specific notes. Like when I'm planning out videos, sometimes I don't want to, like, I don't need to actually keep the note long term, so I can just rip it out when I'm done with the video and call it a day. These next two notebooks actually are from a brand that I bought from previously at Leywines that they sell. It's called Shorthand by Iron Curtain Press, and this line has some of the most funky colored stationery. Something about the look of what they do just really clicks with me. They're a Los Angeles based brand, printed in the United States. This first one is called The Reporter. It's filled with 80 graph sheets, and it kind of reminds me of Blue's Clues when Steve is writing his clues. All of the pages again can be ripped out, and this is just the perfect size notebook to slip in your purse or a crossbody, just to have on the go for when you write a note or when you see some clues and you need to write them down, as one does, right? I feel like if you were a student too, this would make for really great flashcard experiences, because you could write down a term or a concept on one side and the details of it on the other, and it would just be like a flashcard book rather than having loose flashcards. Has a spot for the title and the date. It's just a stunning color. I love mustard yellow. This was probably the most impulsive purchase that I made that day, which is a pink version that's slightly larger. It's their task pad with 80 lined sheets with check boxes. Oh, Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know that I had bought one that was just list. So this actually suddenly just became very, very handy. This is so cute. Oh my goodness. What a pleasant surprise. I don't know why I thought it was also grid, but this is way better. It's a task pad, so you can make it even for a list of tasks that you need to do and check them off. I adore this. This is huge. I just love that color combo, even though I don't see them living together much in this office because this will be in a bag, but what a cute looking set combined with this. Ooh la la. Who is she with that cute ass stationery? This will seem boring until you write with one that is just so smooth and feels so good to write with. And my previous black wing pearl is all donezo, so I got a new one. Also, the employee told me that these erasers at the top are replaceable. I had no clue you could take this out and add in a new eraser, which would have loved to have known when I erased everything off of my original one. Speaking of erasers, I also picked up the Slendy Plus, which is a very, very tiny thin steel holder type eraser, quote unquote. It seems like it's from a Japanese brand because I can't read any of the writing in the back, and I'm assuming, yeah, made in Japan, so I'm assuming that's Japanese. Again, I was talking to the employee and he was telling me that these are just really great if you make really small mistakes. I can also see this being really good if you are a musician and you do sheet music. Like, this would be a really good size for just getting a single note fixed up. Japanese stationery also, can I just say, is always such top tier stuff. There's so many Japanese brands I've tried that I'm like in awe of, and I find they're very innovative brands too, which you don't really see all the time with stationery innovation. Oh yeah, like that's a stiff erase. It doesn't feel like super floppy. That was my main concern. That is a stiff eraser. Speaking of lay wines, I'm just curious to know, is there a stationery store that you love exploring in your area of the world? If you want to share it, little details about it, something that you love about that shop, let me know in the comment section down below. I think it'd be fun to see what stationery shops you guys like to go check out. I feel like it's only since being in the city that I've really been able to go to these more specialized stores, because obviously in like a rural town there's not as much of an audience for it, but in the city you get these experiences of being able to go to stores like Lay Wines, which is really awesome. Thank you again to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to click the link in the description box below to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. There's also, as I have said multiple times, links to everything that I talked about in today's video in case you want to go check them out. I'm just overcome with like, what do I dive into first? There's such a sexy collection here. But on that note, I am officially on another stationery buying band. we gotta now cool the jets, pump the brakes, marinate a bit, as they say. Like I'm standing on my seat. I'm just overcome with joy. That was dangerous though. Don't stand on rolling chairs. Not a good idea.